An African country offers citizenship for just $90,000. It is the cheapest citizenship by investment program on the market that became available late 2025, and you have probably heard a lot about it online, but I'm going to tell you from my personal experience. My company, CitizenX, currently does 10 to 20% of the total applications in the dual island country of Sao Tome and Principe, which funnily enough is like 0.1% or so of the country's GDP. So I'm going to tell you all the advantages, disadvantages of the program after seeing many applications get approved in Sao Tome and Principe. So first of all, you have probably never heard about Sao Tome and Principe. It is a dual island nation off the west coast of Africa in the Gulf of Guinea, and it is a really stable jurisdiction compared to African standards because it is not part of continental Africa. Obviously, it is not as developed as any Western country, any European, North American country, but it is really stable and it is a neutral country in Africa. So as an African country, you can probably imagine that the passport is not the strongest from a pure number of visa-free destinations. You will not be able to access hundreds of countries without a visa. It is an African passport. You can still access some strategic destinations. You will get visa-free access to Hong Kong, Singapore, South Africa, El Salvador. Maybe these destinations are interesting for you, especially if you are a Westerner, maybe a European, North American, looking for a plan B as a hedge from your home country to get a second passport. One of the biggest advantages of this program is the speed. The government promises 6 to 8 weeks of government due diligence. What not many people talk about is that currently it is taking slightly longer. What we are seeing, what we estimate is around 10 to 12 weeks, around 3 months, especially given that the Citizenship by Investment Unit has their offices in Dubai. Right now, with all the situation going on, they're seeing some delays, so you can expect around 3 to 4 months of processing time. It is not as fast as El Salvador, which is the fastest citizenship program available. And then you can also expect some delays after getting approved, making your $90,000 donation plus $5,000 government fees. You will receive citizenship, but you will see some delays before the passport issuance. Essentially, your Sao Tome national ID and your passport, they get issued in Sao Tome remotely. You don't need to visit. There are no presence requirements. You can get it entirely remotely. But because of this reason, the biometric passport will take around 2 to 3 months to get issued and then shipped to you remotely. So in total, we are talking about 5 to 6 months of time to passport. It's still one of the fastest programs, probably the second fastest after El Salvador, significantly faster than Caribbean citizenship by investment programs, and this makes it especially a good plan B for people who already have a strong main passport, Europeans, North Americans that don't care so much about passport strength, and what they want is a second passport as a plan B, as a hedge. And Sao Tome provides exactly that at a really affordable cost. As part of this donation, you can also include your family, you can include your spouse, children, even parents. So this makes it a really good option as well to include all your family as a bundle. The requirements are really flexible. You can even include your partner if you are not officially married with a government shared proof of address. You can apply no matter your nationality, except if you are North Korean, which probably you are not if you're watching this video. Russians, Belarusians, they can all apply to the program, and this is something very unique because only a few programs like El Salvador, Vanuatu accept these nationalities, and on this price point, Sao Tome is probably the best option for you. This is also one of the most privacy-friendly programs. Sao Tome doesn't publish anywhere the names of who gets citizenship, unlike other programs like Grenada, who publishes online the names of every citizen investor. Sao Tome doesn't publish anywhere who's getting citizenship by investment, which is a really nice privacy feature. Also, Sao Tome is not part of CRS, the Common Reporting Standard, meaning their financial institutions, their banks, they will not automatically share information with your country of residency or citizenship. It doesn't mean that you will open a bank account in Sao Tome, but if you ever want to, or if you want to see where the country stands, you can see that it's a country that stands for privacy and for freedom. It is a neutral country that is not part of the Western politics, geopolitics, so it is a good plan B as a hedge. And if you can get over the fact that it's an African passport, it doesn't have great visa-free access in terms of number of visa-free destinations, but yes, in terms of which destinations, then you can get into the upside of it being an African passport, because Africa is one of the fastest growing regions in the world from an economic perspective. Plus, Sao Tome is part of the CPLP, the community of Portuguese language speaking countries, giving you benefits in Portuguese speaking countries like Portugal, Brazil, Angola. You get fast track naturalization in Brazil in 1 year instead of 4 years of permanent residency. With the new naturalization law in Portugal, you don't have to wait 10 years. You can get citizenship in Portugal in just 7 years if you are a Sao Tome citizen. Plus, not being part of continental Africa, it is a really neutral country. It's a dual island nation. They will not send you to military service as other countries do, like for example Turkey, that also offers citizenship by investment but has mandatory conscription for male citizens. It is a really neutral country that will not bring you any liabilities. So we're seeing many Westerners, both Europeans, North Americans, getting this passport. Germans, for example, are the third biggest group, only behind Russian and Chinese, getting citizenship in Sao Tome, just because of what I explained you, that no one explains you, that if you have a strong main nationality, maybe you don't care so much about passport strength, maybe you want the best price, maybe you want a fast process that is simple and that gives you a good value, that gives you a plan B, that gives you a hedge against your home country. And if that is you, I would be personally happy to help you with this program. We can discuss it privately to see if it's a good fit for yourself, for your family. We can assess other options in this price range like Vanuatu, Nauru, Sierra Leone, that in my opinion they have some disadvantages compared with Sao Tome. Sao Tome would be my go-to in this price range. Vanuatu and Sierra Leone, they don't have the best reputation. They might bring you problems in the future. Enhanced due diligence if you are trying to deal with financial institutions, especially Western financial institutions. And then Nauru process and timeline, it is not even comparable with the efficiency and the flexibility of Sao Tome. This doesn't mean that you will move to Portugal, that you will move to Brazil, but what you're getting is the optionality for your future generations. Your grandchildren will be able to move to Brazil and get citizenship there in 1 year if they want to. You never know where the world is heading, especially with all the instability, and it's always good to maximize your optionality. So if you're interested in this program, let's get in touch and we can help you.